Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Anyways, I hope you guys are excited for the stream here. Please don't kill me. Okay. Oh, he's got the 310 gun. Interesting. What are we doing here? Where are my shots going, man? This is tragic. I think I've taken like 4 or 5 shots. If I poke that again and she says he's gonna hit me. I'm just playing like an absolute noob. He misses all of his shots. We better hit this though. Okay, nice. We got a shot, and at least I'm somewhat confident. So the tournament invite should come out in a minute or 2. Nice. And hopefully by then the battle's over. I think it's gonna be because we're winning pretty good here. Maybe I should help out the... You know what? No, he's got the tiger. We're good. We're good. If the microphone's a little bit too loud, guys, let me know. It looks like on my screen the microphone's having a bit of issues. It's a little loud for some reason. We can track that. Are we being for real? Okay. Nice. Probably just gonna kill this guy. Oh, nice. Okay. Also, there's an AMX somewhere. AMX AC. Oh, there he is. Oh, can we get the kill on this guy? Oh my god! I'm never playing an account without crew skills again. This gun is apparently not even that inaccurate. It's just it's a lot of combinations, guys. It's my ping. No, I'm coping. I just didn't aim that well enough. Why is there a tank in front of me? Okay, guys, we did 1,000 damage. Oh. Hopefully the tournament players do better than me. I think they will. Okay, we should just about be live now. I'm going to go into YouTube Studio and make sure that we are live, because I need to turn on auto start, and I forget to do that every time. Where's YouTube Studio? Okay, yeah, the room invite is out, and I still need to edit some things. But it's all good. Let's see. Sorry, just waiting, just waiting. There we go. Okay, we're now live on YouTube officially. Alright, and the tournament invite is out. I'm going to switch to my BRB screen, guys, so I don't spoil anything. Oh, of course. we're back. Got about a minute left. I need to add the timer onto my screen so you guys know when it's gonna show up. There's still some room. I can remove some useless stuff like my username, for instance. Anyways, so we have about a minute to go, and here are our rosters. We got Glory, which I assume is, like, I streamed it last time, but I assume this is fine. No one corrected me on Discord. So got Glory, the elites team, and then we have Churd, I think, CHRD. Sounds like something else to me, but that's fine. We got Churd, last chance, and we're gonna be playing on Castilla. So Glory running pretty common lineup, some stuff I was seeing frequently on PYS 2 on APAC. And then the Churd team running a couple of unique tanks. Got a 121B, 215B, Hori somewhat, and a G-Sword. 60 even. I haven't really seen, like, no crons. Surprising. Anyways, here's your trailer, guys, for Castilla. Bit of a long time to load in here. Maybe it's just my connection. I try to play a couple games before to make sure it's fun. Okay, here we go. Match 1 is away, guys. This is semifinals, upper bracket so far. And we got the elites team heading mostly towards B and A. Got a couple tanks. Kronblog is headed to C, and Churd heading most of their tanks as well over to the A side. Double light tank looking to grab A side. 121B coming in steaming hot here. We're going to be going for some resets. This could be a pretty big bleed on the 121B. One of the light tanks misses their shot there. We do have an RHM to back up, so these lights I think are going to get out of here now. We're bleeding a little bit. Churd ready to defend an A side cap. We do have double crons like I mentioned on C. There's no one over there besides a Felicia. They might be able to step on C, but a bit of an aggressive play right now. So, wow, Escaping Moon taking quite a bit of damage here, down to 809 HP. That is going to impact his ability to navigate the endgame. Slow the camera down. Oh, into the rainy, taking a couple hits there. We do have our first step. We got, for Churd at least, 6 TP into A. Looking pretty safe right now. No reset attempts so far. And Churd does manage to grab the A cap, so the 60P is probably going to pull back now as Kaka is looking to potentially have shots there. He is spotted, so he's going to be leaving, and actually does get hit by the G-Sword in a decent position. So Glory not looking too great on that position so far. Did see the A side cap and have not tried to take C yet. Felicia is in the middle, bleeding a little bit here. And into the rainy, taking some more damage, just a little bit of splash. Bao in the 6 TP takes a shot there. And we do have a step here. Nope, Raul's going to go straight through C. And perhaps looking for a different opportunity. Maybe to anchor into the spawn. 121B over in Churd's spawn, actually. Interesting position. And we do have a push here. FV and RHM coming hot onto the ground wagon here. Will his teammates be able to protect him? Kaka might be able to. Yeah, it looks like Kaka will be able to set up. And here we go. Roll taking some damage here. And Flavius getting caught a little bit. Some more damage. Down to a one-shot now. He does get picked up by Kaka. Raul gets traded out, so kind of a fair trade in a way. Although I would say perhaps that losing a Kronwagen might be a little more impactful. 250B still an excellent tank. We don't see it that often in this meta. RHM takes a bit of a bleed as Shinyi moves up. And we had to remember about the Felicia over here. Is going to be able to reset C should they try it. As Churd's points continue to move up, they're up to 500 now. And we do see a push here. Kaka and Silence looking to put the hammer on to Forget, perhaps. or bow. They might change their target once they see there's a lower health tank there. Continuing to move forward by themselves. No one ready to really help them. We do see Escaping Moon is ready in position there. But Churd's going to have a lot of great shots here. This is just kind of an interesting crossfire to set yourself up to. Silence quite low now. Kaka already fell. Glory perhaps not playing their HP to their strongest advantage here. On the other side, we do have Xiaohe into 1v2 now. And even though that reactive armor is strong, 200 behind you means you're not going to last for too long. So we'll win that fight. RHM trying to get shots into the rain here. Skill issue. I turn around as we see a C cap. Escaping Moon not really able to do much. He's going to try to go for a reset here. Does get shot in return. Not able to get the reset either. This is going to be devastating. Mini onto A. As Glory tries to use the remaining tanks that they have to exert some pressure. And Churd likely just going to take this free chance to pick up the RHM here. Will even get gets the kill there. Trades a little bit of HP, and now Glory down to about 1,000 HP on 2 tanks. In a 4v2 with Churd capping up their points. It's looking tough for the Elites team here. I was about to say, Silent's not going to last too long. As Churd hits 800 points. Mini Student, ooh, caught out now. RHM is going to be able to take this, perhaps, unless Into the Rainy is able to bleed from that side. Mini Student picks up the kill on the 60 TP. Yeah, Skill issue doesn't want to get too aggressive here, especially when they have the advantage. I take that back. As the Kronwagen dips, that allows Skill issue to move forward for the kill. So now in a 1v3, Churd not on a lot of HP, but Into the Rainy on much less. And Forget's going to have a shot here. Much better angle, does get picked up. Picks up the Kron. And Churd will take this first match. All right. Which team's there? Just maybe one thing I'll emphasize. This double Kronwagen push, not really working out for Glory. Just ended up pushing into a crossfire, like I mentioned. Kaka, I can't remember if he got his full clip out. Either way, not using the DPM to the most effective position, just allowing a Churd to get shots in from here, from the hill. Just seemed like a bit of a chase there that wasn't great. But I think Glory still has a chance to turn this around. They played a pretty decent endgame from where they had, until the Kronwagen dipped, which did allow that RHM to pick up the other light tank. When that Kronwagen was on that hill, like, admittedly couldn't grab caps, couldn't move around, but was preventing the RHM from moving forward and grabbing that kill. Although I will say this T100 was pretty stranded, regardless. Anyways, 45 seconds, so we can take a little bit of a look at the roster. This is best of 3, so if the Glory team wants to turn it around, they're going to have to do it right now. As they load up with their triple Kron, we got a Concept, Felicia, and 2 light tanks, T100 and Gem. And the Churd team, I had my doubts about their roster, but they were able to get the victory, so they continue to run some interesting tanks. We got two WZ-121s, a G-Sor, which from my perspective looked pretty decent. Ho-Ri, RHM, that was a great tank for them last game. They are running a Kron and a 215B as well. Alright guys, here we go. Got match 2 coming up just a second here. Oh. Fine. Alright, match 2 is away, and immediately we're greeted with an FPS strike there. Not great. I think it's just the PBR maps give my computer a bit of a hard time with spectating. So apologies for that, guys. And A Professor mentioned I forgot to change my Twitch title. I will change it in a second once I finish this match. Sure team really asserting themselves onto the A cap, and actually we have an interesting fast cap here on B, mini student, and yeah, sure doesn't have an answer for that, so at least we'll take the early cap lead. This is the downside to committing, well, at least the majority of your tanks over to one side on Castilla, and into the rain. He did take a little bit of a hit there, but he's going to be in a decent hold down position, although there will be chances if Churd move into this position right there. There will be chances to hit the concept. I can tell you from experience. Raul deep in his spawn, and this could go poorly for him potentially. He's moving backwards. Churd team ready to send this full. There will be a lot of bleeds on the crossing here, but Raul's going to go down, no doubt about it, eventually. Wow, down to very low HP, 329 of one shot. That will give Escaping Moon perhaps a chance if Raul is not able to. And look at this, 121 just going straight in here. Gonna get bled from the concept. Flavius really low. Will anyone be able to pick him up? Maybe not. Maybe until the concept reloads. Davey also quite low. So this is a bit of a gamble for Churd. They're down 4,000 hit points, and they've committed most of their tanks over to the corner of this map here. That will give Elite's team a lot of potential to pick up map control, continue bleeding, continue grabbing caps. But for the meantime, they did manage to take out a tank, but they did lose one in exchange. I will mention that Churd was down a little bit of HP from the start. You can see some fights here. Look at this. We got Kronwagen versus T100, and Mini Student continuing to take this fight. Could potentially just get clipped out here. Yeah, down to a one-shot. He might go once Forget sends that. And Churd picking up some kills here. Impressive. Did grab the concept. Wow, holy, was that 1500 into Escaping Moon? My goodness, he goes, just like that. And Churd potentially turning this around. The HP deficit is a lot less drastic than it was in the beginning. Although they are still down 2 caps and quite a bit of points here. But I think, honestly, I mean, they do have a gun advantage, so we'll give them that. Some bleeds continue to go in there, and I have a feeling this RHM from Skill Issue is going to be in a difficult position 1v1ing that Kronwagen. But Kaka getting bled from the 215B, this is the advantage of having a gun advantage. You can really bring back HP deficits and bring back caps. Davey quite low, Bao still alive. And he's going to continue to get bled, I think, by continue to get bleeds into Shingi, potentially. Hori looking to pick up the Felice. He's picked up. Silence picks up G-Sor. That gives Skill Issue a chance to nab a shot in there. And now Elite's only on 2 tanks remaining versus 4. But look at the caps. 860 and 2 caps in your favor. Churd needs to get pickups now somehow. Xiaohi trying to get to B cap just to stop the bleeding there. And the Kronwagen's not going to have any answer to that. The Kronwagen in the river, not very helpful. 215B does grab C, although I would imagine that's not really the... Excuse me, that is the issue. That will prevent the caps from taking up once Hori gets the cap here. And Churd in a good position to send Glory to the losers bracket after 2 matches here. 900 points, not able to continue to pick up. Bao picks up Kronwagen, and now we have a 1v4. They were down 4,000 HP, folks, and they've picked up the win here on match 2. Churd showing how to HP share. What a game. What a game. Alright, I'm going to edit my Twitch title. I was not expecting that. I was spectating Glory on day 3. They were getting wins. So that's that. I'm spectating Group 2, so let's take a look here. I don't really know the other two teams in the chart, so we're gonna try to find that out right now. Okay, we got Churd, Glory, hold on. Churd, Glory, TMPR, and 1-star. So I think my guess is we're gonna be watching this match, upper finals, which will be 3:32 for my time, so that's in about 15 minutes. So I think I can get a match or two in. Let's queue in the grammar. Wow, what a match that was. I was really surprised Troy was able to pull it off, but they proved 2 games in a row that they can surprise me. Yeah, that push into the corner. At first I thought, wow, this is just not going to go well. Like, we saw the HP, we saw the positioning, they were all in the corner. But yeah, they got some great trades in after that, and they were able to capitalize, keep their tanks alive. And eventually they were able to force some crossfires. Despite all being mostly in a corner, they were able to branch out a little bit, of course, and they didn't send all 7 tanks in the corner, but, and especially into the crossing, but, I mean, yeah. It's just impressive. Played that really well. Unfortunately for Glory, hopefully they can come back and kind of reassert themselves in the losers bracket. Oh, why I'm scared of a KV2. And what is he gonna do? Pen me? Uh-oh. Maybe that guy will. Alright, let's go into the position down here. Now we're not hitting anything from there. Wow, my FPS is still really low, guys. I'm going to take a look at some of my YouTube tabs, maybe. Yeah, I don't need to be doing some of this stuff. Okay. Hopefully that improves my FPS, because I'm going to be really upset if I have to stream on 30 FPS. If I have to play on a 30 FPS the whole time. Also, let me turn off my clip thing. Turn that off. Okay. But we're able to move again. Is this National just gonna peek me? Yeah, I guess so. Alright, well he's dead, so he can't do it again. That's how I see it. Okay, we're still on like 68 frames, man. It should be on like 120. It's a really awkward moment for me because like I'm actually one of the very few people that in a way is looking forward to Reforged. From what I found, okay, I'm never gonna pen that. From what I found, my performance is actually superior on Reforged. It runs 144 frames quite consistently for me. And on this current version, on Dava, I'm max at 120. My refresh rate is, 144, so I'm losing out there. And oftentimes I find when I'm streaming, my FPS drops quite a bit. Down to 50. I mean, come on, guys. Whatever. Not much I can do, so let's complain. Oh, wow. Tough. I thought I'd really gotten across for the crossing there and like was able to shoot, and then I don't know if it was my ping or what, but oh well. Okay, that's fine. Well, I'm waiting for my rammer to come back. I'm gonna grab some water. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, we're back. I think we have enough time for like 2 more battles. We'll see. We'll see. Moving some things around on my desk. I'm gonna use my laptop to look at my stream, because I need to. Maybe try to get some more resources to my game here. To be fair, I've not actually tried to stream Reforged. I should try to do that. Sure. Try to stream it and see how it affects my FPS. Okay, we're up to 80. And this is a PBR map, I think, too, so that's good. Okay, should we just hit the dip? I think we're gonna hit the dip, guys. Oh boy, solid tanks. Okay, surely the M4 is not gonna really come in. Oh, we got an ice too. Oh, this is actually not quite good. That was greedy. That was really greedy. It's fine, as long as the ice 2 doesn't really poke me. I do it again. Okay. Oh boy. Oh, wait, hold on. It's like, oh, he's dead. Okay, that wasn't a great play by him. Nice. I don't know actually how I found that. Wait, are we playing with bots? These look like bot usernames. These are bot usernames. Okay. It's like these guys are not real. How is that M4 bouncing me that much this turn? Like, can this guy even shoot me? I think he can, right? Yeah. Alright. We played so badly, guys, that we had the Wargaming pity on us and they put us bots. Now, my account only has, like, a certain amount of battles. So this is not, like, an insane thing, but still. I think Wargaming just feels bad for me. They need to show that I can have a good match on the stream here. I'm not even gonna... Oh, I am gonna repair that now. It's one shot. Wait a minute. No, this guy's real. Yeah, he's gonna kill me. Unless I, like, gunblock this, maybe? Nope. He's real. Okay. Alright, do you think my bots are gonna win? Maybe. I don't know. We're gonna have to go to the 820 to find out. I keep playing this thing. Oh, I was gonna buy the KV2. That's right. We can't. We only have like 2,000 credits extra though. So maybe not. I think we're just gonna keep earning like a little bit of XP on this thing. Also, add a chat message. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't open chat when I'm streaming. It could be dangerous, guys. Oh. It's day 2, guys. Dude. I put day 3 on accident. It's day 2. Day 2, guys. Whoops. I will correct that soon. Guys, I threw this stream together really fast, okay? Like 20 minutes before this thing started, this tournament started, I just pinged Wayman and I'm like, hey, do you need a streamer? I don't see anyone signed up. So, she's like, yeah, sure, go ahead. So I was like, okay, fine. Turn the PC on, I was like in my bed, I was ready to go to sleep. Oh, we got lucky with that shot. Thank you guys for commenting day 3, honestly, though, because I would rather know about that now rather than later. Yup. Don't forget, guys. Don't forget that now that it's PYS 3, the top 4 teams are supposedly out of the tournament. So, you know, the competition might not be as good. Just saying. Or just like me, I'm not as good either. Wait, can I issue that? Oh, I can, but not if I suck. Oh, disagree. Alright, it's dead. I will say one thing I'm definitely gonna miss though, and you know, regular Blitz or current Blitz, Dava Blitz, whatever you want to call it, is mods. It's still hard for me to believe we're not gonna have mod support on Reforged, at least for a very long time, from what I know, which is not much maybe. But I've not heard any modders commit, oh, we're gonna have mods, you know, like on day 1. That's definitely not happening. Whole new engine, so everything's gonna be rewritten if it's even possible. That was a good kill. That was... I almost put that in the rock. But it didn't. We're losing? Oh my god, we're losing, guys. Also, that was a really... I knew that was gonna happen, I did it anyways. Like I aimed there. On purpose. Can I HE? No. I gotta stop looking for HE. Although that he, I know I can HE that. Eventually. Oh my god. Guys, I'm not repairing my counter because I'm used to it being on my other button. That's funny. I usually keep it on repair to slot 6 instead of, or like the first slot, the bottom one instead of the top. Okay, it's time to start pulling the HE out so we can get some HE on these guys here. Also, only 5 shells left because I can't pen the shots because I'm really bad at this game, guys. Wait, hold on, we might lose. They don't clutch up here. I need to get the HE pen now. Oh my god, we died. What do you think? Is that 5 winning this? Maybe. I think it's gonna win. Alright, but anyways, the real battles are coming in a second here, guys. I need to edit this video and put day 2. Okay, the room invite is out, so let's switch to BRB screen, and then I'm going to set up some stuff for the stream in the background. See you guys in a bit. Oh, I forgot to mute. Here we go. Okay, alright, we're back. And we have about a minute and 30 seconds before the next match starts. Match 1. This will be best of 5 now. So that match, best of 3s are over, which means we're guaranteed to see at least a second map. And for this starting map, we'll be on Naval Frontier. So that's exciting. I do love this map. I think it's a pretty unique one. Most maps are not like... how should I put it? Either way, I think there's a lot of mid-play in this game, in this map, and a lot of maps, they tend to be like very A-side, C-side dominant, or like one corner versus another. On this map, you have to play the middle, and I appreciate that a lot. Alright, so we still have some more time here, so we'll go over the rosters. So TMPR, guaranteed top 8. I like that. They're running lots of Chronivogons. Got 6 Chronivogons and an RHM. And Churd is running an interesting lineup. We got 2 Felices, 2 Horis. I'm going to keep saying that. I like that, though. I mean, I really like the tank variety, because I'm tired of seeing autoloader spam. So seeing TDs and FV, 2 FVs, it's crazy to me. But I'm here for it. And Churd already proved me wrong twice, so I'm ready to see what they could do. Alright, we got Naval Frontier map trailer in a second here. Alright, match 1 is away. TMPR sending their Chronivogons over to Seaside, well, at least 4 of them. Got a couple of inappropriate names there. Come on, let's change that. Churd is splitting up their forces, sending a Hori over to the Seaside, and sending a couple tanks on the crossing over. And the RHM is spotting at least 1 tank, FB. Radisson 709, moving forward. And another Chron, who I'm not going to name, down in the corner. Wow, they're able to make that position over into A. Are they going to light it up? No. You see Unlimited taking some shots at Churd Coke. Guys, I don't even know if I'm going to get in trouble for some of these names. Freaking me out. We do see Frenzy. That's nice. I really like that name. Moving up the hillside over to C. And so far, just both teams taking a bit of a defensive position. So no cap attempts yet, but we do have double Chron ready to step A potentially. As I say that, we have Bao in C, with, it looks like TMPR's only chance for reset is resting in the fate of that RHM. And not able to, and we do see the double cap, forgot to mention that, on A, so that will allow TMPR to grab the cap advantage, although very slight. It will force Churd to make a move at some point. Let's put the HP bars away until people start bleeding so I can see a little more on the screen here. Frenzy is rotating in the RHM, kind of suggests the general direction of where TMPR wants to make their play. Wedgie moving in the Chronovogon. And wow, interesting. We do see a blind shot from Flavius, who RHM taking a bit of damage there. Just a little bit. Maybe a failed HE. Unlimited moving up. Wow, this could be interesting here. Bao is moving forward, and the Chronovogon might be able to get some shots into Jericho. Just an HE that maybe just a hold down, potentially. Oh, wow. RHM getting hit a little bit. Pretty heavily there, actually. Take that back. Down to 500 HP in one. And now Scale Issue driving into B. This could get interesting. A lot of TMPR's tanks are very how should I say, just very stuck in the corner here, although we're going to see the Kronvog is trying to make a move on Forget Me Not. Jericho all by himself, skill issue ready to reinforce, potentially get some shots into Jericho first. This will allow Bao to move forward, and the Hori as well to move in. And now we just see TMPR is very stuck here. Wow, Forget Me is on a tissue and a half there. The Frenzy quite low, and these Krons just don't have a lot of room to maneuver. They will get some pickups though, I can imagine. Churd's gonna go down, although they do lose Wedgie. Yeah, Churd eventually picked up there, and we see Jericho just stuck in a really awful 2v1 there, for him at least. Which means Frenzy's in trouble, but he doesn't have room to maneuver. He can't really move forward. Skill issue, you know, just for Guy Fawkes will destroy anything that comes out here. This Kronvagen getting lit up a little bit too. And now we're just going to see the flank from Churd able to maneuver their vehicles into really superior map positioning. And now with that significant HP lead, they can just kind of afford to go in and finish this match off. And that's what we're going to see here. Churd pretty much proving me wrong yet again. They're showing they can win with whatever tanks they want. And they're probably, if they're watching the stream, they're probably thinking, well, what do you mean, what tanks? This is our strat. Go back to our room preview screen. Let's flip the spawns here, and I'm just actually before I do that, let me just kind of point out some stuff here. So TMPR sent some tanks. Oops, let's change this to red actually, because they're red. Sent some tanks to mid, and then sent tanks over to A. Did have an RHM in the top, and ultimately just really just pushed into this corner. If you lock yourself into a corner of the map, like a quarter or even less of the map, it's really hard to dig yourself out of position, because as we saw, Churd team moved tanks all the way over from C into down here. They were able to get flank here. They just pressured this side and this side. They had tanks here and here and here. All that stuff. So definitely, I mean, I'll give a lot of applause to Churd for making that play. But TMPR just losing their map control, sticking to A, and it's just difficult. You know, it can work out, but if you're able to make a really good push and cleanly take out some tanks without losing too much of your own HP, it's like, oh, it's great. But if you box yourself in like that, if you're just stuck already, yeah, it's tough. Anyways, let me switch teams here. And we got 20 seconds, so TMPR running an IS-4. We got two 116s, the rest Kron and an RHM. Churd running two Felicias, two Hori, Kronvagen, and two FBs. So the same roster they had the last time. Alright, let's get match 2 going on right now. Wedgie giving out a call. Go see, guys. Alright, and we're away. TMPR sending their tanks over to B and C side, nothing A. Maybe they want to avoid that corner. And Churd, we've got some tanks rotating over to the A side. Two Felicias, no, excuse me, a Felicia and a Kronvagen in mid. We got Hori anchoring in the hillside as well. Frenzy in a fast cap over on C. This could potentially be an early pickup for TMPR. It's looking like it. Bao is not going to have a chance there. Yep. So TMPR moves up to an early cap lead, and that will put the pressure on Skill Issue perhaps to move into A as quickly as possible, or as early as he deems it safely. Ooh, got some shots to Churd here. Now we do see the A step. TMPR doesn't look like they have an easy reset. Unlimited over in the TD position. Although in comp, there's no such thing as TD positions. There's only good positions and bad ones. And only time tells which one is a good and which one is a bad one. Is he just looking around, hunting, seeing where he can maneuver? Does hit a bleed into Churd A158 Coke. Wedgie up the top here, just looking for shots, perhaps into Flavius, maybe into Bounty. Does take a shot in return though, as he's doing that. Churd now down to half his HP. Wow, continuing to bleed. At 888, 470. Is TMPR just gonna get a free pick here? Frenzy looks like he might be able to have another shot. Does miss there. Let's kind of fly over and take a look. And now we do have Forget Me Not into B. This could at least draw some attention away, although he might just get clipped instead. Radisson able to get a shot, but maybe that might be the only one here. Frenzy looking for more damage. Gonna be tough on a hold down 215p with hash. But down to 448 HP. It's worth a try, I would say. Just get a heat shot into the cupola or something. And I can't afford to stay around too long, so let's keep spectating around. And yeah, the Felicia, like I was mentioning, was able to get the B cap successfully, so now we do have some pressure on TMPR to make a play. A lot of tanks into the C-B side. I would imagine we're going to see a B push, but that could be dangerous. There's a lot of crossfire. So we might see a wrap into the spawn, potentially, from Churd. And the way that these tanks are getting ready, that's kind of what I would imagine. Wedgie able to push Flavius back. It's going to give their heavy tanks some room to maneuver. They could push around, perhaps, and then get into the Felicia, but with the HP roughly even, TMPR up about 2 shots. They do need to be careful about making a good push here. Shouty gets a nice shot into Kronwagen. I'm going to slip up at some point. Unlimited moving in with 709, trying to pressure the middle. And Flavius soon to go down. He's picked up. This will give, well, look at the cap though, 895 now for Churd. Taking up slowly. 709 needs to, yeah, does get into B. We'll give TMPR a little bit of breathing room here. Some nice bleeds into the Felicia. We have a nice stack coming in from TMPR. But that's it, Churd up to 1,000 points, just not able to stem the bleeding. So, we got some interesting matches moving on here. Perfect takes another win and is moving on to the grand finals of today. Nope, not today. Not yet. This is best of 5, like I mentioned. I forgot. Aha. Alright, let's move the map over. Not much to illustrate, just we'll say that their movement into B was really good. And the Felicia bled 1 shot moving in, but other than that, actually was from here. Other than that, was able to get the cap, and TMPR just a little bit too slow to respond. I think potentially if they had responded a little faster, I think they might have had a chance to win that match. But that's how it goes. So, we're moving on to, what's the next map? Alpenstadt, okay. Ooh. Ready up so I don't screw that up. That's redeemed Hydrate for 200 channel points. Thank you. I am drinking water right now, so I'm doing that. That was good. Just finished my glass of water. Alright, about 25 seconds to go. Pretty similar rosters, pretty much the exact same from what I can tell. Although I think Team PR has an extra 116 this time, if I'm not mistaken. And Churd with one less read. There we go. Alright. Match 3 is underway, and will Churd take this in a clean sweep, or is TMPR going to fight back? Let's find out. Both teams sending a majority of their actually, I take that back. I was going to say Churd moving over to A, and TMPR moving maybe closer to town. A couple tanks in that direction, although they are mostly setting up for an A-B side. And we do have a skill issue all by himself on C. Waiting for some intelligence. Once he gets some spots, potentially could make a play on C. We'll see that. But no, not doing that for now. Going to be rotating back to spawn, and we do have a big nuke into just for Guy Fox. Boy, he's going to go down one shot now. What a nuke! TMPR drops a tactical bomb. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Anyways, bow on A. And looks like he's going to be able to get the reset, although might be bleeding a little bit for that. Churd now moving forward. Yeah. Wow, Churd down quite a bit of HP. I mean, some of it is based on the vehicles they're running, but still. That was a nuke and a half. Delivered onto just for Guy Fox, and now he has to leave. Which will leave Churd a little bit short-handed for this play. They're being very aggressive into the spawn of TMPR. Got a lot of support. 3 Kronwagens ready to dump onto the Felice there. And we do see him backing off. TMPR now on 2 caps. They did send their light tank over to C. That might have skill issue force a 1v1 here. We'll come back to that in just a second here. I just want to keep an eye on what's happening. TMPR playing very defensively in their spawn. Okay, let's check this out now, because I think this is going to get interesting. Frenzy does have reactive, but it's down a little on HP. Skill issue just probably going to want to wait for that to cool off and then make the play. Yep, oh, now he activates Adrenaline and his Tungsten, and Frenzy is not looking very healthy. Oh, gets a nice HE into skill issue though. It's going to force him some AP out. Just don't keep the side. Frenzy now onto a one-shot, and skill issue does pick him up. And is going to grab that C-cap, although 709 now looking to maneuver himself over there. And that will force skill issue to retreat. Alright, let's get over to the action. But I don't want to miss this either. Skill issue is going to stay alive, I think, for a while. Okay. Alright, what's going on here? Flavius all by himself. In a one-shot position. Churd also made the push. Shall he try to get in? And just for Guy, just not able to get his gun to use here. Lots of bleeds coming in. Tanks dropping like flies. We have to look at TMPR's caps. 835, and they are up on HP. Although down a kill. Jericho gonna drop very soon. Once Churd picks him up, yep. He goes down. Unlimited. Skating by on a little bit of HP. Does grab a nice kill. And has to retreat. Bao gonna look to grab this kill on a Kronwagen. Picks him up. Unlimited. Just trying to play for time now. Just needs to stay alive. Just same thing with 709. He's going to be able to hold down the C-cap, I think. So even though just for Guy Fox is going to try to grab B, Limited does have a chance. No, he's picked up. So now this could get interesting. Just for Guy on B. But honestly, I think 709 is not going to be killable. He's on too much HP. Skill issue can't make this push. He can't grab C. 985, 990 now. And TMPR is going to win this with 1 tank versus 4. Very impressive. Alright, so we're gonna see a match 4, and maybe even a match 5. TMPR can keep it going here. Put some music going in the background. Alright, 40 seconds remaining. Okay, so TMPR running 5 Kronvagons, 116, and an RHM. Churd is going to be opting with a Hori, 2 Kronvagons, a Concept, RHM, Felicia, and 215B. So again, a very varied roster from Churd. It's their last chance, apparently. Let's see what they can do. Will they finish off at TMPR, or are we headed to a tiebreak? Hey, what are we doing here? Sorry about that. Keybind issue. Alright. TMPR moving out to the A side, although Church's really stacked the AB side. Got RHM in a very nice push position. Flavius making the push across. Takes a little bit of bleeding damage. Frenzy did take a minor hit. He's running away. Is spotted. We'll give Church a chance to hit him, but no shots going in. A couple shots attempted though. See a very quick, brief chance on B. Yeah, so Radisson will have resets on Forget Me Not. He's gonna be backing off. Doesn't want to just get splashed HE, for nothing. And look at this TMPR rotating pretty much their whole takes a roster out of the AB side and moving over to CB. Frenzy leading the charge, but look at all those Kronvagons go. Radisson anchoring town as Unlimited even moves up as well. And as I was saying that, we got Churd doing the same thing, so each team just gonna meet each other. Frenzy now in a very tough position here. He's probably not gonna be able to get the C cap. Making the peak! Makes the peak on skill. He might have had that cap if he hadn't made the peak. Interesting choice, and that skill's gonna have another chance to reset if he wants to move forward, although Frenzy might get it here. Yeah, it looks like so he is able to grab the cap, and his teammates are following him. Could have grabbed the cap earlier. And now we have an uncontested A side for Churd. They're gonna be moving it, and wow, Radisson getting pushed here. 2v1 and even getting bled by Bao. He's gonna be going down quickly. Got Wedgie ready to back him up, but just can't do it with HP. Needs to be careful he doesn't become the next target. Now TMPR making a play on Skill Issue here. Skill Issue trapped, nowhere to go. He's picked up. So TMPR taking the RHM for their Kronvagen. Unlimited looking to dump onto Churd. He's got the full clip. Is he gonna let it go? It's 2 shots in. As the rest of their tanks move up to maybe get track shot perhaps and clip them out. And yeah, these Churd tanks made short work of Wedgie and Radisson. They're gone. So now they're going to be on the chase, trying to pick up these tanks that are attacking their front. And HP in Churd's favor, although these guns are out of the game for now for another couple seconds. Check out, he's going to go down very soon once these tanks have some free shots. But even once the TMPR team is done dumping their mag into Shao, then they're going to have to deal with the teammates as Jericho falls. And Xiaohei's still alive. Kronwagen and RHM stuck behind the building. Xiaohei even gets a kill. And this is looking like Churd's game here. The 3v5 and Unlimited all by himself now. Pretty much. Yep, there he goes. He is going to be the last one standing. Churd is going to take this 3-1. Well played by Churd. Alright, so now I'm wondering, when are we going to be in our next match? Let's check the chart and find out. Oh, I don't even have to do it. It just pops up. Okay, well, I still have 2 minutes or so, so let's take a look at the rest of the chart and see what's going on. So it looks like 1 star is probably done. Yep, they got 3-0'd by Glory. So we're moving on to the finals lower bracket. That's happening right now. We got Glory versus TMPR. We can actually just check the rosters right here. Yeah, guys, great usernames. Churd is going to be waiting for their opponent. We don't know who it is or when it's going to be, but it probably will be starting immediately once finals lower bracket is all decided. So I think for day 2, even the grand finals is best of 5. So hopefully I can go to bed at a reasonable hour, guys. Although I would definitely take a tiebreaker over sleep. I think that's more entertaining for you and I. Alright, I'm going to go to my BRB screen for just a minute here as I set up some stuff and I don't want to reveal the rosters. So I will see you in a second here. Alright, we're back and we have about 1:30 to go, so a little bit of wait, more additional wait, but at least you get to hear my soft, you know, I'm just gonna stop that. Alright, so Glory, we got Glory, we got TMPR, best of 5, and we'll be starting on Port Bay. Yep. Okay, so I'm very disappointed this map is still in the map pool. But anyways, objectively, guys, south spawn here is the weaker spawn. We know this, at least for Seaside, which seems to be very popular. So on Port Bay, I would hope that TMPR is not going to make a C play because it's just difficult. Getting past this side, you get bled from this here. North spawn is always faster to get into the corner, unless you bring lighter tanks like medium tanks to get into the corner. And of course, assuming that north side doesn't do the exact same thing. So generally, if you want to get to the corner faster, you gotta be less armored, less HP. It's just brutal. So I would imagine that the TMPR team's gonna make an A side, A-B side thing, but we'll see. We'll see in a couple seconds, but first we got the trailer for Port Bay. Sorry about that. Game match 1 is underway. Once I can figure out the controls. Okay. Glory sending their tanks over to CZ as expected, and we do see TMPR setting up for B, which I'm happy to see. Sorry guys, I'm trying to read Discord and stuff like that. So there's a little bit of an issue with my stream, I think. But I think we're still live, so yeah. Anyways, I'll have to check that out later. So Glory moving their tanks into C. We're gonna look at that push. They're really setting up for it, just in case. And Frenzy maybe overstaying his welcome a little bit, but skates away on only one shot of damage. And Silence even gets hit there by the Ho-Ri. So Glory is up on cap by a little bit, but TMPR is well situated, and we see the Glory team. They're looking to rotate out, perhaps. Don't want to overextend because we do have a trap. TMPR, I should say, has a trap set up. This is where it gets interesting. Is Glory going to execute this counter push, or not counter push, but rotation well, or are they going to kind of get stuck? Mini all by himself, and he is lit too. Right now, Glory would not be able to respond, in my opinion, adequately if they decided to push into Mini. But I don't think they want to do that. It's too risky. Into the Rainy, and Shinigi might have some dumps to deliver. And with Glory up on cap, they don't really have to make a play, although they do run the risk of TMPR making a B play here. Shinigi would be able to reset as maybe, actually no, I don't think Silence would have resets. Maybe into the Rainy as well. But if TMPR needs to do that, that is an option. As essentially 4 of their tanks are out of the fight if they do make a B-side play. Although Raoul looks to be asserting himself into the mid. Both teams playing pretty defensively right now. TMPR, no need to make a sudden play. Look at that line, though. I don't see that very often. Got almost a perfect line set up. The Glory just leaving now. 3 tanks over on C. So TMPR potentially able to strike in either direction. We got B or C as an option. They would have to spend a little bit of time getting their tanks rotated over, though. You see an HE shot going to Kaka. Sorry if I appear a little bit distracted on this one. I'm trying to figure out why there's like I have a stream that's active and one that's not. Right. Anyways. Now that it's 800 points for TMPR, they do need to make a move here, and we see the B push. Kronwagen's coming in hot. Looks like Radisson and Wedgie might just be making a distraction here. 709 perhaps enters cap. I think that's what their plan is. And we'll see how effective that distraction is. It could... Oh, 709 just pushing straight through here. So perhaps just hoping to get an easy pick. Shin Yi looking very low. He's going to be going down, but they do lose a tank in that trade. And Radisson now in a tough position. The TMPR tanks behind just not able to really use their mags right now. And now we see the push into B. 709 and Radisson still looking very active, unlimited, getting into the thick of it. And it leads down at 995. They're going to be hitting 1,000. And that's game. Just kind of an awkward push. Maybe left it a little bit too late there. Tough, because those, when you kill trade and you're down by caps, you're just making it harder. I think that push could have been better executed, but nonetheless, Glory will pick up the first match. And I will get the room preview screen back. So I'm not sure quite what my technical difficulty is with YouTube. I think I set up a stream preview, or like a scheduled stream, and then that one like didn't activate, but another one did, so I'm trying to redirect people. Anyways, it looks like some of you guys got it, but unfortunately the link that Wayman sent, I think the one that I gave her to send, is redirecting people to the wrong stream, unfortunately. Yeah. So again, don't know what happened. Sometimes there's a bit of an issue with copying stream keys over, but this is what happens when you try to rush a stream, guys. Anyways, with 20 seconds, I'm going to read off the rosters. Glory running a Vickers. We got 4 Kronwagens and Felicia and a Concept, and TMPR running an RHM, 3 116s, and rest Kronwagen. Next time I might just give Wayman my Twitch stream only. Makes it way easier for me than dealing with YouTube. YouTube is a nightmare. Again, my FPS not looking too hot, guys. I'm so sorry. Alright, we see Glory activating Speed Boost and headed to the seaside. Interesting. But it looks like they will not be met. TMPR is very insistent on taking town. Again, although in my opinion they have an advantage when taking seaside on north, but to no avail. Frenzy able to make the boost here, and we'll be spotting some lower tanks on the match pretty fast. Maybe not. Not so far. Unlimited is spotted though. And Frenzy only has intel on, okay, 2 tanks now. Escaping Moon still not spotted. Frenzy, okay, now he's gonna probably run after Kaka is into C cap. Yeah, not gonna be sticking around. TMPR was able to grab A, so they will have the cap advantage. Fortune and Glory to make a play this match. In fact, Kaka's still getting reset there. Not able to grab the C cap quite yet. Jericho, I think, is getting the resets. Kaka will be grabbing just about now. Down 100 points. That is pretty significant, so I think we might see that come into play in a minute. Escaping Moon rotating back to his spawn. As Silence moves forward into the C northern ramp, I should say. TMPR still looking a little spread out over the town. Not a bad thing. As they are in the defending position, they don't need to be very tight. Not necessary to go into a single lane. It's good to cover a large portion of the map, although not overextending either. Wedgie in a really interesting position on the boat there. Don't see that very often, but I like it. Could be good. Sorry about that. A little bit of silence there, just yawning. From being up all night, that's what it is, guys. These matches are interesting. Escaping Moon rotating back over to Seaside. As Silence kind of testing the waters, entering the TMPR spawn. TMPR up to 645 now. So we'll likely see a play in the next couple seconds, like 30 seconds I would imagine, from Glory. They probably should not leave it to 800 points. TMPR did. Yi moves forward a little bit. The majority of Glory's tanks still over in their spawn side. As we just wait and wait for the caps to pick up. Shinyi now looking very, very close to B. Not spotted either. Although I think once he moves over to B side, they will probably swat him up. We see a play here. Glory moving 4 tanks over to A side. Maybe they're just looking to get a clear on Wedgie. This could be all they need. Although Kaka backing up, Mini Student now bleeding a little bit. Raul might have shots from this side. Yeah, they do, and they're just gonna pick up Wedgie. And they are moving on to B cap as well. Shinyi does step off, and that's going to give TMPR... No, TMPR is still in the lead, so they will need another kill. TMPR looking a little scared now. They're in a corner and not able to potentially defend their A cap. Limited might have some shots into Shinyi. He's reset, and Glory now trying to grab A side. Kaka goes down, so that's going to make it a little bit easier for TMPR, but not currently taking any points, as they do have, Glory does have tanks on A side. So TMPR now at 970, they just need one more kill and avoid losing Radisson there, or get some stops onto Raul. So close TMPR is to picking up a win here. Down 9-30, they did lose Radisson, and And now Glory on 945. Oh, TMPR on 985, 990, 955 because they lose another tank. Glory not 990. They needed a kill, and they're gonna hit 1,000. Silence goes down, but it's too late. Glory takes the win. Right, so it's 2-0 now for Glory. That was a daring win. Nerve-wracking. But for our match point game, we're going to be moving to Middleburg. So I'm going to set that up in the meantime. Keep an eye on my chat. There's not a lot going on. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Someone said, I hope UX win. I don't know if this is an inside joke or something, but I'm pretty sure UX is not playing, guys. All right, a little bit of time left here. And look at TMPR running 7 Kronwagens. How original now. Can be very effective on Middleburg. A lot of hills, and sometimes you need to cover your A-side cap on north spawn. I think you can run a Kronwagen or a couple in the bull side. TMPR will be on south spawn, so you can still cover things at the back. Glory also running very Kron heavy. Got 6 of them and a Felicia. Right, match is starting in just a minute here. First, I got a trailer for you. Alright, Glory moving a lot of their Kronwagens into the town side. Maybe a bit of a surprise to me. Jericho is on the top for TMPR, but will soon be followed by a lot of his teammates. Radisson looking to anchor into the town side. As again, the rest of the Kronwagens make their way to the top. Now this will give Glory the cap advantage, and now they're going to be pulling back their Krons. Okay. So just looking to grab a fast cap and maintain pressure, but they are intending to send most of their Kronwagens at least over, yeah, pretty much all the Kronwagens onto the C hill. Now you see the response here, C-Cap moving so quickly. She looking for a little reset, but will take 2 shots in return. C-Cap is not grabbed yet, so TMPR will want to think about that, but they are busy dumping shots into Shinji, not able to escape, and he goes down for free, pretty much. I mean, TMPR bled a little bit, but that HP on a bunch of different tanks rather than just one. And once these TMPR tanks are able to grab C, they're going to be trying to get the heck out of there. If they grab it, actually 709 now, the last one in cap. He's going to have to fall back. Frenzy taking a huge dump there. Good response by Glory, and now these 2 tanks are pretty much trapped. They're going to go down. 709 might be able to escape on a hair's breadth there. But yeah, he's clipped into in return very heavily. And now we see Wedgie and Jericho trying to make a bit of a flank. Radisson not able to help much from his position. So Glory has more guns in the game here. A Kronwagen down there quite low. Might get picked up by Raul. Now Wedgie trying to put shots into silence. Yeah, Raul's gonna have this kill here. Does get that. Now Kaka on a one shot picked up by Wedgie. Jericho grabs Kaka. Silence also very low, but no one able to potentially pick him up. Radisson, the only very healthy tank on TMPR's team, against 3 very healthy tanks on Glory's team. So this match just looking very in favor of Glory here. Jericho bleeding quite a bit. Wants to get the kill onto Into the Rainy. And is not able to pick it up with that shot. Might be able to grab it on the last one. Does. And he's pretty much alone, along with a 200 HP health Radisson. So we can pretty much call it at this point. Glory will be taking this. Yeah, they do. They're going to be winning 3-0. Espresso is asking for the post-game damage result. I mean, I could, yeah. I don't think it's that important, to be honest, in comp. Unless someone's consistently dropping 0 bombs, then it's important. So then that guy needs to get subbed. but sometimes that's just the play. All right, so we got our grand finals coming up very soon here. I'm looking at my clock, and we just have another 2 minutes or so, and then I'll be able to put us in the room. But I'm just gonna wait around a little bit and put you guys on the BRB screen. I'll be back in about 2 minutes, maybe give or take, maybe 3. Alright, sorry for the abrupt transition music there. I gotta figure out a way to, like, make it less abrupt. For lack of a better word. Alright, so minute 30 left. I just wanted to switch over now so that you guys aren't wondering, hey, what's going on? But I got a little bit of time to wait. So we all do, actually. But for our first match, we're in Grand Finals, we'll be headed to the Greek map of Hellas. Or Hellas. however you pronounce it. And we do have a rematch of Churd versus Glory. Right? Or am I? I think they already played, yeah. Not mistaken. They did, from the semifinals. So, Churd looking very strong and is running a Chieftain. We got a Ho-Ri. We got 4 Kronvagans and a 215B. And a Glory with 215B as well. Bunch of Krons, 5 Krons, and a Felicia. 30 seconds to go as we wait around here. Alright. Match is started just about now. Alright, match 1 of Grand Finals is away. And let's see what Glory is doing. We got a lot of Kronvagans headed to, it looks like, the seaside. And Churd sending their forces over to A. Alright, this could get interesting. The question is, will Churd grab the A cap first and then look to go for B, or they kind of storm over there? Looks like Churd Coke all by himself for now, although his team moving in right behind him. Yeah, it looks like they're going to be going for B first, or at least want to get some intelligence info. So far, Churd might be able to get this, actually. And if so, this could be a huge development here. WoT looking to move forward. Yeah, no one resets Churd Coke. They're going to have it, so they do have double cap here. Wow, very, very huge. And Guy Fox kind of getting really aggressive here. What is this play? He might have some support. Looks like 2 teammates going to dump shots into Shin Yi, maybe able to keep him alive. This is like the second time, though, I've seen this. Yeah, just a tough position right there. Not able to move around too much. And he's going to be a free pickup. Although Shin Yi as well is going to go down, so that's a trade for both teams. WoT looking extremely low, so he's going to get picked up as well. I didn't even notice WoT was that low. 22 HP only. Kaka's going to grab this kill as soon as he moves forward a little bit. And Coke is in a bad position. So Glory is capitalizing off of this overpeak. Silence bleeding a little bit, and so is Mini. But overall, Glory is still looking pretty healthy, running about 1500 HP in the lead here. And they will need that HP to counter push on B. Churd's gonna go down very soon. He is picked up by Silence. And Mini does go down as well, so we're looking about even, excuse me, Churd is a tank down. Yeah, into the ready backing off now. Flavius looking quite low. Escaping Moon might be looking to dump. Yeah, he's here. He might be able to take him out with one shot here. Let's see, he's just going to be reloading the clip, I imagine. Yeah, wow, look at 607 HD shell. That's huge damage. Escaping Moon is grabbing B, though. We have a 1v1 over here. Aul is going to be just looking to reload his top shell and then going to dump the last 2 once he feels he's ready. Let's pan over to the A side, where E-Tail is being told Yorha getting bled from a couple directions here. Excuse me, might have just been from Into the Rainy. And now getting bled by Escaping Moon. Isn't turning around for Escaping, and he's just gonna go like that. What a unfortunate play, honestly. Shao Hai now by himself. A reckless play that threw his tank away. And now we have Raul is going to just need to reload one more shell here, and will then be able to dump his last one. So Glory picks up that game. 980 points, they don't need it. They're moving on to match 2 with the advantage here. So I think both teams maybe just overextending a little bit there. But Glory ultimately able to pick up the win. Yeah, I think we can all agree that Churt's play by sending the Kronwagen across Xinyi just for Guy Fox, I think we can all agree that was maybe they would take that move back if they had a mulligan. And then at the end there, I can't remember which crown it was, but that was tough to see moving into the crossfire. Oh, we can move over to our preview, guys. Whoops. Not that the main screen isn't like it's bad, but I like this screen for you guys more because you can see the roster's a little bit larger. There's more useful space. Oh, you know what? Hold on. We got 50 seconds. I know Espresso asked for post-game damage, so I'll show it to you on that last one because I'm curious myself. Okay, honestly, not too crazy. Guy Fox at least able to get his full clip out. I'll give him that. Oh, you didn't see it because it's on room preview. Hold on. What's that? 25 seconds? Okay, hold on. I have a little bit of time. Just so you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm not going crazy. There. Alright, let's get back to it. Alright, match 2 is underway. Let's get up in the air and find out where the teams are going. Looks like Turd is sending... Oh, we have a low FPS issue again. I just don't know what it is. But I probably won't be able to figure it out in 3 weeks. It's my guess. Turd sending their tanks over to Seaside, and looks like Glory's doing the same thing, so we could be running into each other. I would be happy to see that, honestly. Happy to see some brawl in action. And we do have skill issue grabbing B by himself uncontested. Notably, Glory Team is not running a light tank, so that could give skill issue a chance to move into A if he wanted to, but we do have, I think there's more pressing issues at hand here. Wow, look at Charlotte. What is this? Just gets ultimately clipped out there. A lot of Glory tanks up to carve him up. And Yorha moving in now as well, maybe trying to pick up Shinhee, but just so little damage has been done. Raul does get picked up, so credits for that. But 2-for-1 tank trade, just not going to work out very long. Yorha looking very low. He's going to get picked up by Into the Rainy, or no, Escaping Moon picks him up. And Shinhee does look very low on health, but Flavius maybe able to get the kill. Does get the kill here. Check out what's happening here. Shao Hai just trying to run away and not able to do so. Much else to say here. Just Gloria just needed to absorb that push. Just wasn't very coordinated. Had a lot of focus fire on the lead tank there. And you can see the turret tanks just kind of moving in one by one when they should have been moving in a pack. So unfortunate to see, but Gloria's going to be taking both sides of this map here. and skill issue, trying to just make some distance, but yeah, not gonna be able to run from 4 tanks. Mini student is gonna look, probably just grab the, yeah, he's gonna fire, yeah, he's gonna just fire on that second shell. Tracked even into the rainy, might be able to pick him up, or Escaping Moon is gonna do that, I think. And he goes down, skill issue is gone. So Glory will have this 2-0 lead going into the next match. So this is match point here for day 2. Oh, we'll show the damage too, why not? Yeah, Cherdikok just on 0. Oh man. Some unhappy tankers in the reactions there. Alright, we got Mayan Ruins, guys. This might be the last match, unless Church can get their pushes coordinated. We're ready to go with 4 FB 215Bs and 2 Crown Vagans and a 116. So they're really how should I say this? Favoring their odds here, or hoping to win on the DPM brawls. But Clippers have reigned supreme for a larger reason. It looks like Glory's reading up in 6 TPs. Maybe they're trolling. 6 TP, very strong tank, just not able to compete with the Kronwagen. Like, you hit a guy for, 670 damage or whatever it is, maybe 700 with Tungsten, but then Kronwagen just flips you out for 1230 if needed. So, anyways, we got 15 seconds here. Let me get the trailer going. Actually, I forgot to set it up. Whoops. What is it? Okay, guys, I will see you shortly. Alright, this potential tiebreaker, excuse me, potential match point here for day 2. Third must win this and must win the next one to stay alive. Glory moving their forces over to the B side, splitting a couple tanks. We got Kaka over on A, as Churd looks to occupy the middle of the map. And this could be interesting. We got Glory moving 1 by 1 across the bridge. Escaping Moon able to cross Raul and into the Rainy, stopping there. Shots being fired, but not a lot of penning, from what I can hear. Shinyi looking to dump onto Shahe. Actually gets aims for a skill issue. And here we go. Sure. Ooh, gets a nice dump into the Rainy. Skill issue not looking very healthy either. This is more what I'm talking about. Sure, playing their push smart here. Not overcommitting or YOLOing or anything like that. Now Shinji looking to maybe just dump his clip before he goes. Very aggressive on half HP. And here we go. Churd getting 3 tanks into Escaping Moon. He's going to drop. WoT not looking very healthy either. Flavius a 1-shot. So some potential for either team here. Into the Rainy, very low. Will anyone be able to pick him up? Flavius on a 1, so he's going to be unlikely to go for it. Now Raul is going to be in a crossfire, not looking to pick up Flavius. Interesting choice. Kaka trying to just dump into, which makes sense, he's got Alpha, he's going to dump into Churd. Into the Rainy does fall, and Flavius is picked up. Now we got 4 tanks on Kaka, he's going to be going before he gets another reload. Raul just looking to escape, and Churd has turned this around. HP looking very even Well, yeah, it's still actually looking even as Mini Student, very healthy. But Churd with the tank advantage. How are you going to pick up 2 kills? Raul not able to get around for skill issue. Skill issue trying to pick up Raul. That doesn't land. Now Mini Student just pursued by this 215B. Is going to be very favorable for the 250B to just make this push because he's got the HP and the DPM. Mini Student only having 1 shell in the clip there. Skill issue and Churd just able to pull back. Raul is a 1. Is he going to pick up the 116 here? Does pick him up. That's a huge kill for Raul. Will allow him to potentially get back into the action and put shots into the enemy. Churd trying to make a flank here. Mini Student on 925. Cook on 544, and Raul's gonna have a shot at least. Gonna have 2 shots. Churd not able to clear him. Raul's gonna get cleared by the next HE, I would imagine. Churd, yeah, does pick him up with an HE splash, I think. Mini Student gets the kill, and now we have both tanks on a 1-shot. Churd not gonna have the advantage, I think, here because Mini's got that great turret, lots of gun depression. Churd, a rear-mounted tank. Excuse me for the stuttering, guys. They're maybe just looking to get the flank here. Either way you approach it, Mini Student's going to be able to use his gun depression, I think, unless he makes the poke here on the mound. If he overextends, and he does get the kill. Not overextending, so Mini is able to win it for the team and send them into the winner's position. Wow, Mini Student putting the team on his back, getting the 4 kills and 4.7k damage, and the win. So with that last shot, that will conclude our coverage of APAC PYS 3 Day 2, Group 2. It's all over, folks. Congratulations to Glory and commiserations to Churd. Looked very strong throughout the tournament, just not able to get it done in this grand finals, but no problem. I believe they will still be moving on to Day 3, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's top 2 teams in each group, but maybe someone can correct me. Anyways, that'll do it for us here. I'm going to be heading back to bed, or maybe going back to bed for the first time. Even though it's like 5:45 a.m. Maybe I'll just make breakfast, I don't know. Figure it out. But that will do it. So thank you for watching. Thank you for checking in and supporting the stream. Thank you for the follows. If you didn't follow, maybe you can hit that follow button. Or subscribe if you're on YouTube, which most of you guys are. But again, I'm not going to delay it too much more. That's going to be it for me. Take care, everyone, and have a great day.